Today on Eagle Nation News, we have a show full of clicks. First up, Ben Clark blooms into the story of a business that is expanding. Last, Callie Swick tackles the story of one player. All this and more on today's edition of Eagle Nation News.
Good morning, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us. I'm Wyatt Fish.
And I'm Holden McCurry. Bringing this week's news, Ian starts
right now. Welcome back, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us again here at Studio 301.
The weather today is a high of 77 and a low of 45, so it seems like we're finally getting some warm weather.
It's great weather for this weekend, and hopefully with Valentine's coming up, it'll stay that way.
Yeah, and you know why? Many people might be going out to buy some flowers for their loved ones.
One place to buy some flowers is open here in Prosper. Ben Clark blossoms the story.
Prosper Blooms has set roots in the local community.
This is our 11th Valentine's, so we've been in business 11 years.
Over time, she's had some long-tenured employees.
I've been working here on and off since I was 10. Since my mom owns the business, I went to college and came back, and it's just always been a part of my life.
They work together on setting the seeds on a new location, Salina Blooms.
I was involved a lot with the decorations and which room was going to be the design room, what rug we should put with what chairs and stuff like that. So not necessarily the business part, but the aesthetics and the fun things I was a part of.
Along with the new location, they prepare for the busiest time of the year.
Well, there's a lot of prep to Valentine's Day. I start thinking about Valentine's Day probably between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So there's a lot of planning, there's a lot of prep, but I think one of the most exciting things is developing our new Valentine's line, like the different type of flowers. You know, your modern, your traditional, and just shopping for the best quality product for a good price for our customers.
Valentine's Day here is hectic. We call it our Super Bowl, and so we design 3 days in advance. So whatever is going out on February 14th, hopefully, ideally, has already been made and is just ready to go. So it's a lot of hard work, a lot of long hours, but totally worth it.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Ben Clark.
Along with the downtown Prosper location, the new Salina Blooms will open very soon in downtown Salina on Louisiana Street.
The physical Salina location will be open Monday, but you can already place orders online, so you'll definitely have time to get that last-minute Valentine's gift.
But another gift is the gift of reading. Imogen Perez is on scene at the new, soon-to-be-open Barnes & Noble in Gates of Prosper.
Thanks, Holden. I'm here is what's soon to become Prosper's first Barnes & Noble. This location is part of a broader expansion for the franchise, which is opening dozens of new stores, including others in the North Texas area. The store is looking to open sometime this month and will contain a cafe, books, magazines, records, and more. The building is in Gates of Prosper, right off the main road near Nordstrom Rack and Target, making it easily accessible for everyone. We'll keep you updated on the process as it continues, so make sure to tune in for more information. Barnes & Noble is one of my favorite stores, and I'm so excited for it to be built so close to home. I've definitely spent way too much money on books in the past, but what are you guys most excited for? Back at the desk.
A lot of students here will be excited for the new store.
But if reading's not your forte,
music might just be. Stay tuned, Talent Talk is next.
Want Minga points for today's show? Today's Minga code is Sunshine.
The music world is hot.
Landon Byram is in studio with this week's Talent Talk.
Thanks, Wyatt. Let's start off on social media, where Alex Warren is getting a lot of attention, and not for a good reason. Recently, Alex was caught up in some drama after his in-ear monitors messed up during one of his performances at the Grammys this year. A lot of fans on TikTok and Twitter started calling it out, saying the sound issues totally ruined the moment. Even though I think he played it off pretty well, Alex did not stay quiet about this situation. He posted about it and made it clear it was not his fault. Some fans are defending him, while others say the show should have been better handled, and either way, all people are talking about right now is this situation. Moving into sports and music combined, there have been a lot of controversy about Bad Bunny being the halftime Super Bowl performer this year. Many fans were upset about him performing and started debating whether it was the right choice. Because of this, Turning Point USA announced they're doing an alternative halftime show for some people that think it's a good option, while others, it's just adding more to the big situation already. It's definitely sparked a lot online about conversations about what might be better in this scenario. And ending on a high note in the music world, Post Malone and Jelly Roll are officially going on a stadium tour together for round 2. After the huge success of their first tour, they decided to team up once again and hit more venues. Fans are already freaking about online, saying this could be one of the biggest tours of the year. With both of them dropping new music recently, this tour is expected to sell out fast, so be sure not to wait and grab your tickets now. Wyatt and Holden, what do you think about this back at the desk?
I know a lot of people who are going and really excited to see this tour.
Yeah, this announcement has caught a lot of people's attention.
Something else that needs your attention is this PSA.
Oh my God, sir, dude, can you hear me? You okay? Somebody get the nurse.
If you ever see a medical emergency, please make sure to notify a nurse or the closest staff member as soon as you can.
Big shout out to our nurses, they really take care of us on a daily basis.
Also on a daily basis, our sports teams are putting in the work.
Don't go, game time is coming up.
Prosper Sports just got some exciting news.
Cooper Kern is in studio with this week's Game Time.
Thanks, Wyatt. There's some huge news for Prosper Sports. The UIL just dropped the new district realignments on Monday. District 6-6A is getting a major makeover for the next 2 years. We're officially welcoming Walnut Grove into 6A and adding Dallas Jesuit to the schedule. On the flip side, we're saying goodbye to the Plano schools, East, West, and Senior, as they move over to District 7. This is the start of a massive new era, and we finally get to face Walnut Grove in a real district battle. We're in the hardwood for the latest from the basketball court. Last Tuesday, the boys played a close one against 20th ranked Allen, but came up just short, 63-53. They're back at home tonight against Princeton at 7 p.m. The girls also took on Allen and lost 42-27. They're looking to snap a 2-game skid and get back into the win column tonight against Princeton at 5:30 p.m. Moving to the field, our soccer teams are on a roll. The boys had a tough 2-0 loss to Plano Senior last Monday, but they bounced back fast, taking down 14th ranked Allen in a 1-0 shutout. They play Princeton tonight at 7:30. The girls soccer team is absolutely dominant right now, riding a 5-game win streak. They haven't given up a single point in 5 games and have outscored opponents 16-0. They're currently ranked 50 in the state and look to make it 6 wins in a row tonight at home against Princeton at 7:30 p.m. Switching up as we head to the Diamond, the baseball team, who finished last year ranked 12th in the state, plays tonight at Marcus High School for their second scrimmage of the week. For softball, the girls are prepping for their scrimmage next Tuesday against Wakeland. From the diamond to the dirt, track and field is back in action. The team competed in a tri-meet yesterday at Walnut Grove, getting their first official times and distances of the spring against the Wildcats and Lebanon Trail. Switching to the mat, the pressure is on for our wrestlers. Both the boys and girls were at the regional tournament yesterday, and they'll be right back at it tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Next up, we're checking on the heavy hitters in powerlifting. The girls competed yesterday at S&S High School, and the boys are heading there tomorrow at 9 a.m. to show what they can move. Finally, we're at the pool, where swim and dive is locked in. They've been at the regional meet since yesterday and will compete today and tomorrow at the LISD Westside Aquatic Center. Although football season is over, some players proved that they are not ready to hang up the cleats. Callie Swick sat down with one of these athletes to hear about his journey.
For senior running back Christian Golovach, every snap is a statement, a reminder that where you start and where you finish are rarely the same place.
When I played, I was younger. I was 4 years old. My mom, she actually took me to her client's house, and he ran a little league, two-hand touch or whatever. I had hurt my finger. I was like, oh, I don't want to play anymore. And then he finally convinced me to play again. I was like, you know what? I actually kind of enjoy it. So just kind of fell in love with it since.
From youth leagues to the big stage, Christian has always been driven by a relentless vision, but the path to greatness is often not a straight line, and his journey took a sudden turn.
My junior year was really, really hard for me. I broke my back my sophomore year between football and powerlifting. I pushed myself too quickly. Ultimately, it did more harm than good trying to come back too early.
A simple evaluation for his back ended with one sentence no athlete is ever prepared to hear.
He was like, yeah, not only are you never playing football again, you're never going to lift a weight again. Like, you're done. You're done doing, basically told me he was stripping away what I love.
It was heartbreaking. We had no warning, no nothing. We thought we were going to go in there. We were going to get injections. He was going to be able to walk the journey with physical therapy and it was going to be fine. But that's not what we were told.
The road that started in a doctor's office has finally led to a signing day. Christian proved he still has what it takes, closing this chapter by officially signing his commitment to become a Sterling College Warrior.
The plan that they had for me, I figured was the best that God has in my interest. Definitely a great opportunity, and I'm glad to take part in it.
It's just great to see him fulfill his dreams, to see the journey that he had been through, to know that even though we stood on God's promises and we knew that something great was going to happen, it's not handed to you. It's your job to do your part, and you let go and let God handle the rest. But it was just really surreal, and it was just the greatest moment ever.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Callie Swick.
Congratulations to Christian on his signing to play football at Sterling College, and way to represent being a Prosper Eagle.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Eagle Nation. Thank you for letting us tell your stories. Once again, I'm Holden McCurry.
And I'm Wyatt Fish. Have a great weekend, and go Eagles!